Hello, welcome to this video clip from the Light in Europe research project, Lifelong Learning, Innovation, Growth and Human Capital Tracks in Europe. I'm John Holford, I'm Professor of Adult Education at the University of Nottingham in England. I'm going to be giving you a very brief outline of some of our findings on how the lifelong learning which takes place in workplaces is affected by the organisation's environment. We investigated 14 companies in 5 EU countries, East and West, North and South, large and small. But we didn't only look at the companies themselves, we looked at how they interacted with their external environments. So for example, we interviewed government officials, higher education, teachers and staff of NGOs. This meant that we could see how lifelong learning within companies, for example, what employers invested in training, and what employees thought and felt about lifelong learning, how that was shaped by or shaped public policy and public economic incentives. First of all, it's clear that high skill requirements and high skill-based products shape the approach to lifelong learning in companies. Where companies' products and services are project or research-based, they seem to prefer informal learning activities. Of course, this means less investment in formal training. We came to the conclusion that in that kind of company, public policy had little or no influence in how far their staff engage in informal learning. We also found that where a company has a human resources section or function that deals specifically with training needs, professional development and lifelong learning tend to be strategically driven in the company interests. In this case too, public policy seemed to exercise a very limited influence. Company managers showed quite an acute sense themselves of how to encourage lifelong learning opportunities for employees. One way that companies, including knowledge-intensive companies, are often affected by their environment is through professional regulations. This can have a big impact on how participation in lifelong learning is managed. On the other hand, when regulation affects highly skilled employees, it can be seen, rightly or wrongly, as bureaucratic, requiring training that's irrelevant to actual learning needs and just done to tick the right boxes. So to summarise, lifelong learning in workplaces is really affected by the organisation's environment. You can find more about our findings on this by looking at our policy brief. It's on our website at LLLight'in'Europe.com.